dumbest thing I've ever heard.
This intervention hearing starts with a serious property damage case. The defendant's asking the court for a chance to avoid a conviction, but before the judge can decide, a failed drug test creates a whole new problem. Watch how the court responds when the explanation for that failed test starts to fall apart. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
Ms. Bell?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here today in the state of Ohio versus Kristen Ledenican, case number 25-CR-1586. The defendant is present with counsel Jim Reardon. We're here today for an intervention in lieu hearing. Three-count indictment was returned against the defendant, all three counts being vandalism, felony of the fourth degree, and the defendant filed a request for intervention in lieu on the 27th day of April, and all the proper reports have been completed.
Mr. Reardon.
Your Honor, my client plans to enter a plea to the charges as indicted, assuming that the court will agree to the intervention referral. I also reviewed the reports, and it appears that she is eligible for intervention. This is a mental health case. Reviewing the report, there are diagnoses of borderline personality disorder, general anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, all of which, in my view, contributed to the behavior in this case which led to the criminal charges. And I believe, given that Ms. Ledenican has no prior criminal history, that a intervention resolution is appropriate here, and I'm hoping the court grants it, and then we can enter the plea to the charges as indicted. Thank you.
Ms. Bell, as to the motion for intervention.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state has some concerns about the defendant downplaying her involvement in the case. However, other than that, it does appear that she is eligible. Thank you.
All right, I'll grant the motion for intervention. Ms. Ledenican, how old are you?
I am 31, Your Honor.
How far did you go through school?
All the way through high school. I'm part of Lakeland Community College.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any?
Only prescription medications, Your
What
Honor.
have you taken?
Lamictal, lamotrigine, prescribed by Crossroads.
Any marijuana?
Understand. Three counts of vandalism, all felonies of the fourth degree. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then further, at the end of this hearing, criminal proceedings would be stayed and you would be placed on an intervention program. Is that guilty plea? I need to determine freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't understand, let me know and I'll give you more time. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury trial. All 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford a copy of those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty today and then you get convicted of these offenses, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Do you still want to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges?
Yes.
Do you understand by pleading guilty to these felonies, if you are convicted, then you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control?
I understand, Your Honor.
Now, each of these three counts are vandalism. Each are felonies of the fourth degree. Each individually carry a maximum prison sentence of 18 months and a maximum fine of $5,000. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, I could give you a consecutive sentence. That means one sentence after another for the separate offenses. If I did that, you face a maximum prison term if you're convicted of 54 months and a maximum fine of $15,000. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Any questions about the penalties?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand that if you were convicted of these offenses and sent to prison, then upon your release, you might be on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority?
Yes.
If you were placed on post-release control and violated the conditions, the parole authority could return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If that violation were a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And if that happened, the maximum prison sentence would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that if a prison term were to be imposed, you would be eligible for judicial release?
Yes.
If you are convicted of these offenses, you could be placed on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violated, you could go to prison for 54 months. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty here today?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you what I would sentence you to in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand if I sentence you, I do not have to follow the recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Reardon before pleading guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
Ms. Bell, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Thank you, Your Honor. Had this matter proceeded to trial, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that on October 1st, 2025, in Willoughby Hills, Lake County, Ohio, Kristen Ledenican and Brian Nagy caused serious physical harm to Pine Ridge Apartments by taking a metal pipe or crowbar and smashing the front entrance door to the apartment buildings. Pine Ridge Apartment is a occupied structure, and the amount of that physical harm totaled $7,850, and that door was used in Pine Ridge Apartment's trade or occupation.
All right, Mr. Reardon, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Ledenican, did you hear what Ms. Bell said, that the facts would show if the case went to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are those facts true?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your plea to vandalism and count 1, a felony of the 4th degree?
Guilty, Your Honor.
What is your plea to count 2, vandalism, a felony of the 4th degree?
Guilty.
And what is your plea to count 3, vandalism, a felony of the 4th degree?
Guilty.
Mr. Reardon?
Just need to sign right there.
Your Honor, I witness the defendant signed a written plea of guilty. Mr. Reardon and I have signed the same.
Ms. Ledenican, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes.
I'll accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present. Mr. Reardon advised of all of her rights, been a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. She understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of her guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary, will accept her plea of guilty to 3 counts of vandalism, all felonies of the 4th degree. I'm going to stay the criminal proceedings at this point. So what happened here this night?
We got locked out, and it was several times that we have been locked out. I was involved. I do take responsibility for being involved. I know it was wrong, and I do apologize.
So why did you guys do this?
We got locked out, and it was a matter of the child was outside in freezing temperatures, and we needed to get in, and the fobs were not working.
So where'd the crowbar come from?
He found that before I even reached him
Where did the gloves come from?
at home from work.
So this wasn't a spur of the moment thing, right?
No,
Okay. So how much damage did you cause?
he shattered the key fob scanner as well as the door
So where do you guys live now?
at North Marginal at Bay Ridge Condos.
When did you move there?
March,
How long did you live at Pine Ridge?
for about 2.5 years,
How long did you have these problems with,
the whole time.
why
And
didn't you?
they went unsolved and unrecognized.
Okay. Why didn't you move before that?
Didn't have the funds at the time.
Where are you going for your mental health treatment?
Crossroads Health Services mentor.
Where?
Crossroads.
What do you do there?
I do, I have a therapist and I have a, she's the one who prescribes my medications.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist, yes, my bad.
What is your mental health diagnosis?
I am diagnosed with CPTSD.
What's
The-
that?
It's post-traumatic stress disorder, but it's usually developed
And what else?
over a short period of time.
What else? Any other conditions?
Borderline personality disorder and getting tested for autistic.
How long you been treating there?
Since I've been 25,
How often do you go?
Weekly. Sometimes bi-weekly, depending on her schedule.
Do you go to any other doctors?
Not at the moment.
What's going on with your co-defendant's case?
He is upstairs with Judge Condon. He has pled. It's set for sentencing at the end of July.
Are you employed right now?
No.
When's the last time you were employed?
2021.
What do you do?
I worked at Bluefish Aquariums back then. I currently am a stay-at-home mother.
How old are your kids?
The youngest is 2.5, the oldest is 10.
All right, so when you were here in April, when you went over for the interview, you tested positive for marijuana, right?
Whom tested positive?
You did.
I tested positive.
At the referral, yes, Your Honor, but at the interview, she was negative.
Right. So why were you using marijuana?
For medical purposes for my heart.
What?
Medical purposes for my heart.
Who prescribed marijuana for a heart condition?
No one prescribed it. I just use it on my own.
Okay. And what exactly made you think that was a good idea?
Because I did not have the funds and the means to go to a doctor just yet.
Okay. And what made you think that marijuana was
It helps.
something to be used to treat a heart condition?
It helps slow the heart rate spikes that I get.
So did your doctor at Crossroads know you were using marijuana?
Yes.
And what did they say about it?
That she would like me to be on medical if allowed.
Okay. Makes me question any confidence I might work up over Crossroads. You aware of that,
Yes.
Ms. Canals?
I don't have any records indicating that they told her she should use medical marijuana.
You know why? 'Cause
I don't know that that's what they said. They said that if she were recommended by some medical person.
Well, then she can call a witch doctor in Nebraska and say, I have a heart condition, and they'll give a thing for a recommendation for medical marijuana. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm just
That's
saying.
stupid,
I just
okay?
don't think Crossroads
You-
recommended it.
Well, that's what she told me.
Well, no, I think she said
So
Crossroads.
listen to me, okay? You're on medication for mental health, okay? Stay off the marijuana.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not a medical doctor, okay, but I'm pretty sure, it's like the guy who was in here that had a horrible heart condition and was overweight, and he decided that he was taking meth to lose weight, okay? And I told him that's a bad idea, okay? Treating a heart condition with marijuana is a bad idea, so stop doing it.
Yes,
You
Your Honor.
can't smoke marijuana. I don't give a shit if somebody tells you that medically you should do that, okay? Then maybe that's a bad idea, so you're not gonna do it.
Right.
Because that'll terminate your intervention plan, and you'll be a convicted felon if you start doing that.
I don't plan to.
I mean, it's legal, so obviously it's the cure-all that society was looking for, right? Isn't that right? Unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna place you on a 5-year intervention plan.
Okay.
You're gonna continue your treatment with Crossroads and follow all recommendations. Now, in the event they recommend marijuana, then you're not to follow that recommendation.
Correct.
Okay. You're to have no illicit drugs or alcohol. and you'll be screened. You're to go to only one doctor, one dentist, and one pharmacy for prescription medication. You're to take any medication you're prescribed only as it's prescribed. You're going to sign releases so probation can get your records, and you're going to pay the costs and supervision fees. Ms. Knaus, any other terms you think are applicable?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Do you understand the terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't comply with the terms, the state will file a motion to terminate your intervention plan. If I find you violated, like smoking marijuana, then I'll terminate your plan and you'll be convicted of 3 counts of vandalism, felonies of the 4th degree. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then all those penalties that I talked about come into play. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Bell?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has 1 day of jail time credit, so I would ask for 1 day jail, 1 day credit, and also $7,850 in restitution.
Have we confirmed that? I mean, I don't think we finished talking about that issue.
So they got back to me on their insurance. Their deductible is $75,000. This is not something they put through insurance.
But they could have.
Yes, but they didn't.
What is this?
The final number?
No, what are you guys talking about?
So,
Was there?
as the court's
What
aware.
do you have from them that shows this?
I have receipts in my email.
I have no doubt about the damage amount. The question is insurance. So as everyone's aware, if insurance applies and insurance covers it, then there's no restitution. If the victim here chooses not to use its insurance, I'm not so sure the defendant is responsible. I don't know that answer for sure, but I tend to think that if insurance could cover it,
The victim is claiming that their deductible is $75,000. This was significantly less, so they did not put it through their insurance.
See, what?
Their deductible is $75,000, so it's more for catastrophic events, so they paid for this out of pocket.
Okay. And where is that document?
May I approach, Your Honor?
Uh-huh.
I believe you.
Somewhere in there it talks about the deductible or what?
No, I just have that information from the victim.
Okay. Well,
And then the question becomes, if she's not convicted, if we're in the stay period,
I wouldn't play around with that fire.
yeah,
I would-
listen, we're not gonna hold it up over that.
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
because if I find restitution is applicable, then that's gonna be a term of the plan.
Which is fine.
You can always appeal that to the 11th District Court of Appeals if you want.
Yeah, I know.
And I would be jointly and severally liable with the co-defendant.
Okay, here's what I want, okay? I'm not gonna do the restitution right now, but I want something from them that explains this thoroughly to me, so I can be satisfied that they're not double dipping.
Fair enough.
So when I get that information, then we'll come back for potential additional terms of intervention.
Sure.
Even though, if it's applicable, and I find it's applicable, even though she's not convicted,
Right.
I'm gonna implement it.
Understood.
Anything else, Ms. Bell?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Reardon?
Nothing further.
Ms. Knaus?
Nothing.
Okay, we're adjourned.
So I don't think street marijuana for a heart condition is going to make it into the Mayo Clinic treatment guidelines anytime soon. The judge didn't seem especially impressed by the medical plan either, and quite honestly, neither did Ellie here, who let out one of her meows that suspiciously sounds like the word no. So, I think I know what Ellie thinks, but I'm curious to know what you think. So take a moment and let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate it if you check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Ellie and I, we thank you for watching.